yeah? Looks like can you see yours up there? Yeah? Look at me when you see it. Yeah. I never got this. Yeah, that's by me. Is that filming?
I've been asked to say a few words of introduction, and then we will hear the last post, and then we'll have 2 minutes of silence to remember those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. We are here on this most solemn day to remember those men and women, some family, some friends, maybe unknown to us as individuals, but all who were prepared to and actually made the supreme sacrifice of their own lives in order that we can live in freedom. War is a horrendous affair. There are never any winners. Untold misery, deprivation and destruction result from the many decisions that have been made to take up arms against fellow human beings. Yet, within those conflicts, there are countless stories of incredible bravery and courage in the face of awful circumstances. And yet what can be done when faced with a bully or a group of bullies? If the bully's ideology cannot be changed, if the bully decides that he wants your home, your family and yourself as his slave, to take away your freedom and change your culture and belief system, what can be done? As a last resort, if all manner of persuasion fails, then taking up arms to defend the freedom of individuals is the least worst option. Just think, for example, if tyrants' misguided ideologies had not been challenged in the past 2 centuries, if millions of men and women had not been willing to lay their lives down for the sake of freedom, then the lives of people on every continent today would be very different. This year, the centenary commemoration of the Battle of the Somme stirred our hearts yet again. We are thankful as a nation that all these wonderful men and women were willing to pay the ultimate price, not only in the 2 world wars, but also in the countless conflicts that have occurred in the last centuries and regrettably continue today. Thanks to the men and women who currently serve in our armed forces, we are free to meet today to express our heartfelt thanks to them and their families. Particular thanks are due to those who have escaped previous conflicts with their lives, but still suffer the traumas of war through shattered bodies, minds and families. As a nation and as individuals here today, we thank you. We remember you. Greater love has no man or woman than this, to lay down his or her life for their friends.
the going down of the sun, and in the morning we will remember them. Mrs. Julie Phelan, the head teacher of Cullompton Community College. And anybody else that may have a floral tribute that they wish to lay this morning?
In Flanders fields the poppies blow, between the crosses, row and row, that mark our place, and in the sky the larks still bravely singing fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead, short days ago, we lived, felt down, saw sunset glow.
Loved and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from failing hands we throw. The torch be yours, so hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep though poppies grow in Flanders fields.
Good morning, my friends. This morning, at the 11th hour, on the 11th day of the 11th month, we have been humbled and grateful to pay our respects to all the men and women who bravely fought and gave their lives in wars and conflicts so that we and future generations may live in peace. I, as you may be aware, always speak from my heart, and I realised that I would not be here this morning if my father, who was wounded in the Great War, World War I, was not spared. So I asked you to give a thought for the wives, husbands, children, mums and dads, relations and friends of all those who died, and how brave they had to be. And of those losing loved ones in more modern conflicts. The hurt and sadness of facing life without their loved ones is something only they really know. I would like to thank everyone for attending this morning's Armistice Remembrance Day, gathering around their honoured names and remembering how grateful we always will be to them. Thank you to the head girl and the head boy from the Cullompton Community College. Thank you very much indeed. And God bless you all and keep you safe. And please, I'm going to ask you for me just to say once again, we will remember them, nice and loud please. We will remember them. Thank you. And on a lighter note.
Lovely to see you. Lovely to see you.
Great.